وسلم على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ومولانا محمد أفضل صلواتك بعدد معلوماتك وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. Ayah number 57. وَهُوَ الَّذِي يُرْسِلُ الرِّيَاحَ. So the same narrative is going on. The plea was that your Rabb is Allah. So the narrative is the narrative of proofs and evidence for that. We call it Dalail Aqliya, Aqli evidence, which can appeal everyone, regardless of his faith and belief. وَهُوَ الَّذِي, and he is that one يُرْسِلُ الرِّيَاحَ, who sends the winds, Bushran bayna yaday rahmatih, as he rides up late tidings going before his mercy. وَهُوَ الَّذِي, and he is that one يُرْسِلُ الرِّيَاحَ, who is sending the winds, Bushran, he rides, bayna yaday rahmatih, before his mercy in the rain. حَتَّى إِذَا أَقَلَّتْ سَحَابًا ثِقَالًا. أَقَلَّ يُقِلُّ, in the meaning of حَمَلَ يَحْمِلُ. حَتَّى إِذَا أَقَلَّتْ حَمَلَتْ. حَتَّى إِذَا أَقَلَّتْ سَحَابًا ثِقَالًا. So حَمَلَتْ وَذَهَبَتْ بِهِ. حَمَلَتْ وَذَهَبَتْ بِهِ. So in English the meaning will be carrying. حَتَّى إِذَا أَقَلَّتْ سَحَابًا حَمَلَتْ وَذَهَبَتْ بِسَحَابٍ. حَمَلَتْ وَذَهَبَتْ بِسَحَابٍ. حَتَّى إِذَا أَقَلَّتْ سَحَابًا ثِقَالًا, till when they have carried sahaban, cloud, ثِقَالًا, heavy. So heavy means laden with water. Because certain time the clouds are there in the space, you see it, but that is not laden with water. So that's why cloud comes and goes. When that is laden with water, so it means that now it will rain. حَتَّى إِذَا أَقَلَّتْ, till when it carries sahaban ثِقَالًا, the heavy laden clouds, سُقْنَاهُ لِبَلَدٍ مَيِّتٍ. سُقْنَاهُ, we drive it, لِبَلَدٍ مَيِّتٍ, to a dead land. Dead land means where is no greenery. And when greenery is not there, so the insects will not be there as well, or most of them. Got it?
Yes.
But when rain falls, so not only that the greenery grows, but the insects also, they come there. So that is then a living land. What? A living land, a live land. Sukanahu, we drive it libaladin mayetin, to a dead land. فَأَنزَلْنَا بِهِ الْمَاءَ فَأَنزَلْنَا بِهِ الْمَاءَ. So we caused the water to descend thereon. فَأَخْرَجْنَا بِهِ مِنْ كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ. And then we produce bihi with that water. مِنْ كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ. Every kind of fruit. So everything is called fruit. That is either for your use or for the use of birds and animals, or for the use of insects and bugs. So the fruit. فَأَخْرَجْنَا بِهِ مِنْ كُلِّ الثَّمَرَاتِ. So now look, the land was dead. Allah sent down the water, He revived it. It became a living land, having life there. The plants are growing, the grass is growing, the insects are roaming around. That is life. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, this is a visible example you see every time how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revived death. So why you do not believe in life after death? Got it? And that's why He said, Kadhalika, in the same way, Nukhrijul Mauta, we will bring out Al Mauta, the dead alive. Kadhalika Nukhrijul Mauta Ahya'an. Kadhalika, in the same way, Nukhrijul Mauta, we bring forth Al Mauta, the dead Ahya'an, to life. La'allakum tadhakkarun. Tadhakkur is qiyas. So you may make a qiyas that the one who is doing that type of revival every time in the land, he will bring the dead bodies to life once again. Got it? This is but a matter of approach, that how intellectual you are. Wal baladu tayyibu. Wal baladu tayyibu. Tayyib is that balad which has fertility. Wal baladu tayyibu, and the fertile land or the good land. Yakhruju nabatuhu bi'izni rabbih. Its vegetation, yakhruju, come out, bi'izni rabbih, with by the leave of its Lord. Wallazi, and that land, khabutha, which is bad. Which is bad. Bad means that is either barren or that has become a quagmire, a slum. Got it? So it means fertility is gone. Wallazi, and that land, khabutha, which is bad, non-fertile. La yakhruju illa nakidan. La yakhruju nabatuhu. So its vegetation does not come out illa nakidan, but a very little useless. A very little and useless. Nakid. Kadhalika nusarriful ayati, in the same way. Nusarriful ayati, we repeat the proofs and the parables. لِقَوْمِ يَشْكُرُونَ, for people who gives thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That same is your case with the Holy Quran. That Holy Quran is just like rainwater. Now, if a brain and mind has fertility, so it accepts it, and they create a nur in heart and brain. But if a heart is barren, so what will happen there? Furthermore, denial and rejection. Furthermore, denial and rejection. And that's what an Arabic poet said, Maul Yusuf.
Yes.
For you, Aral ihsana indal hurri denan. What he said? Aral ihsana أرى الإحسان عند الحر دينا وعند القن منقصة وزما كقطر صار في الأصداف درا وفي شق الأفاعي صار سما. A beautiful example and beautiful stanza here. أرى الإحسان عند الحر دينا. If a man of character, you will do to him an ihsan only once. He takes it as a loan to him. He takes it what? As a loan to him. Because in his life, he is trying many times to reciprocate you. Because he is a man, he does not forget the ihsan of one who has done it. Is it so or not? Naveed, what do you think? أرى الإحسان عند الحر دينا وعند القن منقصة وزما. And a cunning fellow, if you will do ihsan to him, if you will do ihsan to him, got it? So he will use that ihsan of you against you. He will be saying still bad words against you. Yes, that. And sometimes, yes, such like people, when you do ihsan to him, you give him something, he say, I cut it his butt. So therefrom, you can know that what the nature of that guy. أرى الإحسان عند الحر دينا وعند القن ملقصة وزما. So then he gives example. كقطر صار في الأصداف درا. Like the spring rainfall. The spring, the rainfall. كقطر صار في الأصداف درا. Because in spring, you know, lot of thunderbolt and lightning and things like that happen. Got it? That's actually a wake-up call from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. To whom? To the insects hibernating inside the ground. Yes? Say. And to the seeds shelled inside the ground. Got it? And to the shell. Where? In the ocean. To the shell. That wake up. We are sending life. So now hibernating snake, it comes to the entrance of its hole and open its mouth. And a drop of water enter into it and another. And that goes and that's poison bait, it saved it. Poison bait, it saved it and it turned it to poison. It turned it poison. And the shell, it comes to the surface of the ocean, it opens its mouth as well. And then goes down to the bottom of the ocean and turn it to pearl. Got it? Is there any difference between this drop and that drop?
No.
The same thing, but actually the place. That what for? The snake mouth is to turn that water to poison. And the shell belly is to turn that to a pearl. So he said, same is the case of Quran. That goes to a proper brain and heart, that turn to pearl. And to a dirty brain and heart, it turned to poison. كقطر صار في الأصداف درا وفي شق الأفاعي صار سما. كقطر صار في الأصداف درا وفي شق الأفاعي صار سما. Got it?
Yes.
And also a Persian poet, he said very well, कि बारान के तर लताफत तबअश खिलाफ नेस्त. बारान के तर लताफत तबअश खिलाफ नेस्त. दरबाग लाल रोयत दरशोर बूम खस. Got it? He says, baran means barish, rain. That rain, everywhere, rain water is the utmost latif water and very soft water. Got it? Good. But it rains on a fertile land, So there you will see the flower and fruits. The flower and the same rain that fall on Scottish land, what you will see there? Yes, the thorns, the thorns and the shrubs and the things like that. Got it?
Yes.
So nothing is wrong with the water. Thing is wrong there with the land. Got it?
Yes.
Or not? Yes. So وَالْبَلَدُ الطَّيِّبُ and the good land, fertile land. يَخْرُجُ نَبَاتُهُ, its vegetation comes out. بِإِذْنِ رَبِّهِ, with the leave of its Lord. وَالَّذِي خَبُثَ, and that land which is bad. لَا يَخْرُجُ إِلَّا نَكِدًا, its vegetation does not come but very little and useless. كَذَلِكَ نُصَرِّفُ الْآيَاتِ, and thus we repeat al-ayati, the examples again and again. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving us different parables and different examples. Yes, so we may understand and we may be thankful to Allah. So now after Dalail Aqli for Tawheed, now Dalail Naqli. Dalail Naqli mean the stories of previous ummahs and messengers. And in this regard, as I told you a few times, that from the time of Adam, or in the time of Adam and Sheep, alayhim as-salawatu wa taslimat, all the human, they were muwahhideen. Mushrik was not there. Kana nasu ummatan wahida. Kana nasu. They were only one ummah. Yes. Bad deeds were there, but bad faith was not there. Before Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, they started shirk in rububiyyah and then shirk in uluhiyyah and became mushrikeen. And that's why Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam is called awwal nabiyyin ba'asahullah. Awwal nabiyyin ba'asahullah. So awwal nabiyyin ba'asahullah, to warn people of the consequences of shirk. Got it?
Yes.
So that's why his story is the first one. لَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ, indeed, we have sent Nuh alayhi salam ila qawmi, to his people. To his people, they were from the same genes and same blood and same lineage. They and Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam. Because qawm, which means nationality, or qawmiyyah, which means nationality, it has three concepts. Number one, based on blood and lineage. For example, all the Pashtuns, they are considered one nation wherever they are and wherever they are living. All the Punjabis, they are considered one nation wherever they are living. All the Sindhis, they are considered one nation. All the Tajik, they are living in Tajikistan or on Afghanistan side, but they are considered one nation. Based on what? Blood and lineage. The second one, that is based upon administrative or geographical boundaries. Administrative, geographical boundaries. Like our country, America. So there is a column in the document, nationality. So what you write there? What you write? USA. What you write there?
USA.
Yeah, nobody is writing that I am Arab, or I am Ajam, or I am Afghani, or I am Pakistani, or I am Indian. Because nowadays, what nationality is the famous one? This one. Got it? In Afghanistan, if you will fill up the document, so Tajik will not write there that I am Tajik. Afghan. Nationality? Afghan. Kandari will write what? Afghan. The Uzbek will write what? Afghan. In Pakistan, maybe Punjabi, or maybe Bilati, or maybe Kashmiri, or maybe Sindhi, or Barohi, or Balochi, or Pashtun, they will write in nationality card what? Pakistan. That's called geographical administrative boundaries. State boundary, you can use this word. State boundaries. So all those who are living in a specific state, that's another concept of nationality. This modern concept. This modern concept. And number 3, all those who have one and the same belief, so they are considered one nation. Like Muslims all over the world, doesn't matter. They are American, they are Indians, they are Arab, they are Ajam, they are African. So all the Muslims, based on their belief, they are considered one nationality. And in this regard, the Al-Qawm and Al-Millah, Millat and nation, both are considered synonym. What's considered? Synonym. Millat Abikum Ibrahim. Rasulullah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Millat Abikum Ibrahim is the millat of your grandfather Ibrahim alayhi salatu wassalam. Got it?
Got it.
Also, for the said purpose, the word ummah is used. وَأَنَّ هَذِهِ أُمَّتُكُمْ أُمَّةً وَاحِدًا. All these messengers who are mentioned there in the ayat, Allah said, this is your ummah. Because you people have one and the same aqidah. And in the same way, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, "Al-kufru kulluhu millatun wahida." Kufr as a whole. So what is kufr? Against Islam whatsoever is, that's called what? Kufr. There will be mushrikeen, and there will be Hindus, and there will be Sikh, and there will be Jews, and there will be Christians, and there will be this and this and this and this. So all of them would be considered one nation. Got it?
Yeah.
And all the Muslims will be considered one nation. فَإِن يَكْفُرْ بِهَا هَؤُلَاءِ فَقَدْ وَكَّلْنَا بِهَا قَوْمًا لَيْسُوا بِهَا بِكَافِرِينَ. Now, people of Makkah, they were the closest nation of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was Quraysh, and they were Quraysh. But Allah said, if they are denying your message, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Quraysh and the people of Makkah, got it? So we have given it to a nation that they are not rejecting it. And what that nation means? Those who believed in your message. So there was Salman from Faris, and there was Suhaib from Rome, and there was Bilal from Abyssinia, and there was Abu Bakr from Quraysh, and there was Abu Musa from Yemen, and different people. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala called them as one nation. So 3 concepts of nation. Got it?
Yeah.
But here, this concept is based on lineage and blood. لَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ. Indeed, we sent Prophet Noah إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ to his people. فَقَالَ, so he said, Ya qawmi, O my people, Ubudullah, worship Allah, wahiduhu. Ubudullah, wahiduhu. Believe in the oneness of Allah and worship Him. Ubudullah, worship Allah. Malakum min ilahin, for you there is no ilah, no deity to be worshipped. Ghayruhu, other than Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inni akhafu alaykum, indeed, akhafu alaykum, I fear for you, Ghazab yawmil ghazim, the torment of a very big day. The torment of a very big day. So big in the meaning of fearful day. In the meaning of what? Fearful day. قال الملأ من قومه. So ملأ رؤساء القوم وأشرافه. What?
رؤساء القوم وأشرافه.
رؤساء القوم وأشرافه. The elites. The elites of the nation. Like Waqas is the elite of Afridis. Yes. قال الملأ من قومه. So the elites of his nation said, Inna lanaraka. Because look at me. Every time against any messenger or any reformer, the people who were reluctant from the very beginning, they were the Ashraf and the elites. Got it?
Yeah.
Because this wealth and status. Wealth
Status.
make shaitan. Wealth and status make shaitan. Got it? One Pashto poet, he said very well, Veda garib ke garib kari garib na de. This poor who is looking poor, he is not poor. Because poor is used for two meanings. Number one, poor who does not have anything. And number two, poor who is very down to earth. Who is very down to earth, gharib. Not poor, gharib, the word gharib. Veda garib ke garib kari garib na de. Masuda, so you memorize it or not? Why? You are not eating good food. What you ate today? Tell me. Banja, okay. Veda garib ke garib kari garib na de. De garib le ki mar rashi zana urshi. Just the guy who is seen to you down to earth because he does not have wealth, he does not have money, he is hand to mouth. So he says, just give him some money, there will be no big shaitan from that guy. So it means that was the poverty who controlled him.
Yeah.
Or not it? The gharib ki gharib kari gharib na de, de gharib le ki mar rashi zana urshi. And that was Sayyidina Ali radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, that wealth and status do not change a person. Rather it discloses him. Rather it discloses him. Wealth and status do not change a person. Rather it discloses him. That is long as he was poor, that was a cover for him. He was not disclosed. When he got status or he got wealth, so now he became open. That, oh, this was sleeping Saturn, like sleeping Saturn. This was sleeping Saturn. He woke up with wealth or woke up with status. We have seen in our lifetime many, many of them. Adi Nasim, have you seen such like people or not? Yes. Just human nature. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says that a rich person, if he is down to earth, that's a quality. A rich person, if he is down to earth, that's a quality. A poor guy who is hand to mouth, yes, if he is down to earth, that's not a quality. Yes, what he can do, he cannot do anything. Can he do anything? Right? No. Yes. So now, if I am down to earth, I am a poor guy. For me, that is not a quality. But if Moli Yusuf is down to earth, millionaire, so then that is it. Moli Yusuf, yes, all over the world, people will be thinking of your name. And they will be thinking of you, that what a guy is sitting there in dust. Millionaire, and he's coming for dust. Very committedly. Yes. At least I got you an international status. You have to pay me. You have to.
It becomes real, inshallah.
Yes. قال الملأ من قومه, the elites of his home and nation said, قال الملأ من قومه, the elites of his nation said, Inna lanaraka, verily we see you, O Nuh, fi dhalalim mubin, in a manifest error. In a manifest error, in a sense. Number one, that you say a thing which is not known to us in our culture. Mean a strange concept you brought. And number two, manifest error. They were actually by this threatening him. That standing alone against the whole nation, the repercussion. You will lose your life. Got it?
Yeah.
Because something which is culturally practiced in a nation for centuries. And a Maulvi Sahib will stand up and he will say this against Sharia. So it will offend the people for sure. It will offend them. And they will say that Mullah Sahib has lost his brain. Got it?
Sure.
So they were very much used to shirk. When Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam called them towards Tawheed, they said, you are a manifest error. For two reasons. One, what Yusuf? That you brought a strange concept. Nobody else has that concept. And number two, you are challenging our known culture. So you know the after effects. Qala, he said, Ya qawmi, O my people, laysa bi dalalatun, there is no error in me, walakinni rasulun min rabbil alamin, but I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds. There is no error in me, but I am a messenger from the Lord of the worlds. So I am a messenger, means that is the message I am giving you on behalf of Allah. أُبَلِّغُكُمْ رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّي, I convey to you the messages of my Lord. وَأَنْصَحُ لَكُمْ, and I give a sincere advice to you. وَأَنْصَحُ لَكُمْ, and I give a sincere advice to you. وَأَعْلَمُ مِنَ اللَّهِ, and I know from Allah's side مَا لَا تَعْلَمُونَ, what you do not know. أَوَعَجِبْتُمْ أَنْ جَاءَكُمْ, أَوَعَجِبْتُمْ, did you wonder, أَنْ جَاءَكُمْ ذِكْرٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ, that there has come to you, that there an admonition has come to you, مِّن رَبِّكُمْ, from your Lord, عَلَىٰ رَجُلٍ مِّنْكُمْ, أَوَعَجِبْتُمْ, did you wonder, أَنْ جَاءَكُمْ ذِكْرٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ, that there has come to you a reminder, min rabbikum, from your Lord, ala rajulin minkum, through a man from amongst you, liyunzirakum, to warn you of the consequences of what you are doing. Liyunzirakum, to warn you of the results of what you are doing. Because wherever Allah sent a messenger, so at that time the people of the area, they were the utmost evil. Yes? And evil had overtaken that area. So there you cannot give them the glad tidings. There you can warn them only. If somebody is sitting on a branch of tree and he is using a saw, cutting that branch, what will be your sincerity towards that guy? To tell him that, Baba, you will fall down, you will kill yourself, or at least you will break your bones. Got it?
Right.
So that's warning. And warning is for the good of addressee. What is warning? That is actually information about the result of what a person is doing. Giving information about the result of what a person is doing. Awajibtum. So did you people wonder? Anjakum, that there has come to you zikrun, a reminder, a message. Min rabbikum, from your Lord, ala rajulim minkum, to a man, minkum, from amongst you. Liyunzirakum, to warn you of the consequences of what you are doing. Walitattaqu, and to avoid, walitattaqu, and to avoid this shirk. ولتتقوا الشرك والكفر ولتتقوا الشرك والكفر, and to avoid the shirk and kufr. وَلَعَلَّكُمْ تُرْحَمُونَ, and that you may receive the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what they did? فَكَذَّبُوهُ, they belied him. Belie mean they told them that you are making things. That's a lie. فَكَذَّبُوا, so they belied him. فَأَنْجَيْنَاهُ, we saved him. وَالَّذِينَ, and those مَعَهُ, who were with him, فِي الْفُلْكِ, in the ship. Fil fulki, in the ship, and that was the first ever big ship in the human history. Got it? 3 stories. How many stories? 3 stories. وَالَّذِينَ مَعَهُ فِي الْفُلْكِ. So, who has seen the Ark of Noah? You. Not anybody else? Yes, go to the internet tonight. You are alone at home. Yes? Not anymore. But still, that's not something bad. That's good. You can see it. And you can watch it. The Ark of Noah on your telephone also. فَكَذَّبُوا, so they belied him. فَأَنْجَيْنَاهُ, we saved him. وَالَّذِينَ, and those who were with him, فِي الْفُلْكِ, in the ship. وَأَغْرَقْنَا الَّذِينَ, and we drowned those كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا, who belied our ayat and our ahkam, our rules. إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَوْمًا عَمِينَ. إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا, very they were people, عَمِينَ, blind. إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَوْمًا عَمِينَ. Verily they were people blind. So, Amin is plural of Umi, and Umi is the plural of Ama. Amin basiratan. Amin basiratan, la basaratan. Eyes were okay, their hearts were blind. فإنها لا تعمل أبصار ولكن تعمل قلوب التي في الصدور. You can write that ayah for support of this meaning. Ameen basiratan kama qala ta'ala. Look, what do you say? You have to write like this. Look, Ameen basiratan kama qala ta'ala. فإنها لا تعمل أبصار ولكن تعمل قلوب التي في الصدور. I'm teaching you how to write books, how to write a sentence. إنهم كانوا قوما عمين بصيرة كما قال تعالى فإنها لا تعمل أبصار ولكن تعمل قلوب التي في الصدور. So who will study your book? Right away that alim will pick up that yes, for what he said, he has a source. For what he said, he has a source from Quran or Sunnah. وإلى عاد وأرسلنا إلى عاد. Because that أرسلنا, which is mentioned here in ayah number 59, that is meant here. الشيء المذكور في المعطوف عليه مراد في المعطوف. You can write the rule. الشيء المذكور في المعطوف عليه مراد في المعطوف.
الشيء المذكور
في المعطوف عليه مراد في المعطوف. What is mentioned here المعطوف عليه, that is مراد المعطوف. So المعطوف عليه, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said لقد أرسلنا نوحا. But here he didn't say that أرسلنا إلى عاد. So that أرسلنا is meant here. That أرسلنا, which is mentioned here in معطوف عليه, that is مراد here. So you should write وأرسلنا إلى عاد. وأرسلنا إلى عاد, and we sent to Ad أخاهم, their brother, Hud عليه الصلاة والسلام. Because from the same lineage. He was from the same lineage and the same blood. So people are one in the same blood are considered as brothers. They're considered as what? As brothers. وَإِلَىٰ عَادٍ, and we sent to Ad. This is the name of the tribe. And to differentiate this Ad from the coming nation of Thamud. So they are called Adi Iram. They are called Adi Iram, and Samud are called Adi Thamud. Samud are called Adi Thamud. They were also Ad. They were from the same lineage, but their great grandfather name was Thamud. And this Ad, their great grandfather name was Iram. Adi Iram. Iram Azat al-Imad. Somewhere we are in Buruj. In Surah Buruj. إرم ذات العماد الذي لم يخلق مثلها في البلاد وثمود الذين جابوا الصخر بالواد. So there Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used he mentioned Ad by the name of their great grandfather Iram. So that's why we call them Adi Iram. Surah Al-Fajr. وَإِلَىٰ عَادٍ أَخَاهُمْ هُودًا, and we sent أَرْسَلْنَا إِلَىٰ عَادٍ, and we sent to Ad أَخَاهُمْ, their brother, Hud. So where was their area? Ahqaf. And where is Ahqaf? Yemen, a part in Saudi Arabia, and it goes up to Oman. Up to Oman. Hud alayhi salatu wasalam grave is there in Sulala. Sulala in Oman is a very, very beautiful area. Very green and water and mountains. Got it. I was guest of the king there in that castle. Got it. Yeah. And at that time he gave me a watch as a gift. That was Rado. While Adim Ahahum Huda, because king is not giving that $5 watch. For them, that is not looking good. That's for us. We give to someone else and $15, $20 thing. because we don't have that much. Yes. Only two people in our gathering, they are rich. One is Ahmad Imran and another one more Yusuf. And they are not giving anything. Otherwise, they can give everyone a Rado or a Rolex or something. Amor Yusuf, what type of watch you have? I don't have it. Okay. While Aadim Akham who died, we sent to Ad, their brother Hud alayhi salam qala. So he said, Ya qawmi, O my people, Ubudullaha wahiduhu. Ubudullah mean? Say, wahiduhu. Because they were mushrikeen. So the first ever da'wat for mushrik is not that of ibadat. That is of what? That's of tawheed. فإن التوحيد رأس الطاعات. قال يا قوم اعبدوا الله, he said, O my people, اعبدوا الله وحدوه, believe in the oneness of Allah and worship Him. ما لكم, for you there is min ilahin, no deity to be worshipped, غيره, besides Allah, or other than Allah. أفلا تتقون الشرك وتخافون الله. أفلا تتقون الشرك. So still you do not avoid shirk and you do not fear Allah. So تتقون in the meaning of تجتنبون. أفلا تجتنبون الشرك وتخافون الله. Because taqwa has more than one meaning. So one meaning is أفلا تجتنبون الشرك, and the second meaning وتتقون وتخافون الله. Ahmad Imran is due to bring all the Azhar ulama here to teach them this type of tafsir. They have to convey this. Yes, that is a satisfactory tafsir. Yes, Mawli Yusuf or not?
Yes.
Yes, and this is the karama of Sheikh Rahmatullahi alayhi. قال الملأ الذين كفروا من قومه. Mala, once again, أشراف القوم ورؤساء. أشراف القوم were also the big shots. Yes, in our famous language, the big shots. قال الملأ, so the elites, those kafaru, disbelieved min qawmi, from his people, they said, Inna lanaraka fi safahatin, verily we see you in foolishness. The people of Nuh said, Inna lanaraka fi dhalalatin, in manifest error. But this they were too much arrogant. They said to Hud alayhi salatu wasalam, we see you in foolishness. And the same two things, why dhalala and why safaha? Number one, you have brought a very strange concept. Even a second person in the whole community does not know that concept. So this is foolishness. Going against our culture, which is known to us for centuries, from the time of our forefathers. So somebody who is going against the whole community and bringing a new concept. So that's foolishness. And number two, you are foolish, ma'azallah, because you don't know what the after effects will be. You are putting your life on stake. You are putting your life. So someone who is putting his life on stake, he is intellectual or he is foolish? Say, he is foolish. So that's why they said to him, Illa naraka fi safahatin. Inna lanaraka fi safahatin. Indeed, we see you in foolishness. Wa inna lanazunnuka min al-kazibin. And indeed, we think of you that you are of the liars. You are one of the liars. Qala, he said, Ya qawmi, O my people, laysa bi safahatun, there is no foolishness in me. Walakinni rasulun min rabbil alameen, but I am the messenger of the Lord of the worlds. So mukallafun bi iblaghi risalatihi. ولكني رسول من رب العالمين فمكلف بإبلاغ رسالته. I am the Rasul of Rabbul Alameen, so I am bound to convey his message. So it means what I am saying, I am not saying it be from my own side. That is the message I have received from Allah. So this أُبَلِّغُكُمْ رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّي here and also in the story of Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam. What do you say?
Yes.
We call it تصريح بما علم ضمنا.
Tafsir.
تصريح بما علم ضمنا. بالصاد. تصريح. Expression of what is known implicitly from the previous ayah. So from the previous ayah, it is known implicitly. I am the Rasul of Rabbul Alameen. So it means what I am saying, that is Risala. What I am saying, what? That is Risala. Risala means message. That's what? That's message. But there, that explanation is implicitly. So now he expressed it to make it further more clear. So nobody may have any doubt. That what you mean, وَلَكِنِّي رَسُولٌ مِّن رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ? Because from that wording, look at me, all of you. Then from that wording, one can guess that, oh, he means that I am a big shot, follow me. He was not saying that. He was saying, وَلَكِنِّي رَسُولٌ. So it means I am conveying the Risala. I'm conveying? He was indicating to that, but implicitly. But what? Implicitly. And thus, the addresses, they are becoming attentive. That's what he means. Otherwise, he would have said directly that يَا قَوْمِ لَيْسَ بِي صِفَاتٌ وَلَكِنِّي أُبَلِّغُكُمْ رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّي. He didn't say directly like this. وَلَكِنِّي رَسُولٌ مِّن رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. So implicitly he said that I am giving you the risalat. And now he expressed it. Because when he said لَكِنِّي رَسُولٌ مِّن رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ, so they started thinking about that. That's what he means. Got it? Yeah. That's what we say. Yes, put someone to suspense. Yes, then he will be listening to you. Got it? That's a way of iblag. That's a way of what? Iblag. This is balagha. أُبَلِّغُكُمْ رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّي. أُبَلِّغُكُمْ رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّي. I convey to you رِسَالَاتِ رَبِّي, the messages of my Lord. وَأَنَا لَكُمْ نَاصِحٌ أَمِينٌ. And I am for you people, nasihun, an advisor, aminun, trustworthy. I am a trustworthy advisor. I am a trustworthy advisor. Awajibtum an ja'akum. So did you wonder, an ja'akum, that there has come to you zikrun, a reminder or message, Rabbikum, from your Lord, ala rajulim minkum, to a man from amongst you. This makes you wondering that how our cousin can be a messenger of Allah. This is the thing you are getting offended. Awajibtum an ja'akum zikrum min rabbikum. So do you wonder, an ja'akum, that there has come to you zikrun, a reminder or a message, min rabbikum, from your Lord, ala rajulim minkum, to a man from amongst you people, liyunzirakum, to warn you of the consequences. Wadhkuru is ja'alakum, and remember is ja'alakum. Wadhkuru, and remember is ja'alakum, because he, mean Allah, he has made you khulafa, as successors, min ba'di qawmi Nuh, after the people of Nuh. He made you successor of them on earth. Is ja'alakum khulafa, that he made you successors min ba'di qawmi Nuhin, after the people of Nuh. وَزَادَكُمْ فِي الْخَلْقِ وَزَادَكُمْ فِي الْخَلْقِ بَسْطَةً, and he has increased you amply in stature. He has increased you amply means strengthened you amply in stature. So they were bodybuilders. All of them, they were good bodybuilders. Long people like having muscles and got it? Fadhkuru ala Allahi. So remember the graces of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ, so that you may be successful. قَالُوا, but they said, أَجِئْتَنَا, have you come to us? لِنَعْبُدَ اللَّهَ, that we may worship Allah وحده, alone Him. وَنَذَرَ نَتْرُكَ وَنَذَرَ مَا كَانَ يَعْبُدُ آبَاؤُنَا, and to leave what our forefathers used to worship. You have come for this? To worship only Allah and to leave what our forefathers were doing? وَنَذَرَ, and to leave مَا كَانَ يَعْبُدُ آبَاؤُنَا, what our forefathers used to worship. So now, is Hamza, أَجِئْتَنَا. What do you say?
Yes.
What this Hamza is for?
Istifham.
And what is the form?
Yeah. Unless
What type of istifham? Taqreer or inkar? Inkar. Ajitana, have you come to us? لِنَعْبُدَ اللَّهَ, to worship Allah wahdahu, alone. وَنَذَرَ وَنَتْرُكَ, and to leave مَا كَانَ يَعْبُدُ آبَاؤُنَا, what our forefathers used to say. So now here, you will come to know the meaning of inkar. La qattu. La, never, ever we will do that. So now look, one Hamza, alif, up. Yes, and this Hamza in Arabic language, it gives us the concept. La qattu. Never, ever we will do that. Got it? And as he was giving them warning means that you will face the torment. You will face the torment. So what they said? Fatina bima ta'iduna. Fatina bima ta'iduna. So bring upon us bima ta'iduna, bima tukhawifuna bihi. Bima ta'iduna. So fatina, so bring to us bima, that torment. Ta'iduna, that you are threatening us with. In kunta min as-sadiqin, if you are from the truthful people. Qala, so Hud alayhi salam said, قَدْ وَقَعَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ رِجْسٌ وَغَضَبٌ. قَدْ وَقَعَ عَلَيْكُمْ, indeed happened upon you, مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ, from your Lord, rijsun. So what is rijs? قَدْ وَقَعَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ رِجْسٌ, that indeed happened to you, مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ, from your Lord, rijsun, a torment, وَغَضَبٌ, and wrath. A torment and a wrath. أَتُجَادِلُونَنِي فِي أَسْمَاءٍ أَتُجَادِلُونَنِي فِي أَسْمَاءٍ سَمَّيْتُمُوهَا. So do you dispute me, fi asma'in, in mere names? In what? In mere names. That you named your God, that this one is for rain, and this one to heal our sickness, and this one is to arrange us a business, and this one is to remove this difficulty. What is this? Mere names you have given. It has nothing to do with reality. It has nothing to do with reality. قَالَ قَدْ وَقَعَ عَلَيْكُمْ مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ رِجْسٌ. So Hud alayhi salam said, indeed, وَقَعَ عَلَيْكُمْ, happened upon you people, مِنْ رَبِّكُمْ, from your Lord, rijsun, torment. وَغَضَبٌ and wrath. أَتُجَادِلُونَنِي, so do you dispute me? فِي أَسْمَاءٍ, in mere names, سَمَّيْتُمُوهَا أَنْتُمْ وَآبَاؤُكُمْ, which you have named with you, وَآبَاؤُكُمْ, and your forefathers. Nothing but your misconception. مَا نَزَّلَ اللَّهُ بِهَا مِنْ سُلْطَانٍ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not sent down biha on these gods and deities min sultani, any dalil. There is no proof in this regard. Fantaziru, so wait for azab, for torment. Inni ma'akum min al-muntazirin, I am with you among those who wait. Fa'anjaynahu, so we saved him, wallazina ma'ahu, and those who were with him, birahmatin minna, with a mercy from our side. وَقَطَعْنَا دَابِرَ الَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا, and we cut it. Dabir means the roots. وَقَطَعْنَا, and we cut it. Dabir الَّذِينَ, so dabir are the small roots of a thing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, we cut it up to their small roots. So it means we destroyed them from the very root. وَقَطَعْنَا دَابِرَ الَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا. So Ahmad, once we have to arrange Hijr and Ahqaf to go to Salih and to Hud. Okay. وَقَطَعْنَا دَابِرَ الَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا, and we cut it, the roots of those كَذَّبُوا who belied بِآيَاتِنَا, our rules. وَمَا كَانُوا مُؤْمِنِينَ, and they were not to believe. وَإِلَىٰ ثَمُودَ, they were not believers, mean they were not to believe. وَإِلَىٰ ثَمُودَ, so once again, what is mentioned in Ma'tufun alayh, that is Murad in Ma'tuf. What is it? Once again for you. What is mentioned in Ma'tufun alayh, that is?
Mentioned in Ma'tuf.
No, not mentioned in Ma'tuf. Murad in Ma'tuf. That is meant in Ma'tuf. In English you will say?
It is meant.
Meant. So arsalna. Once again, you should write a word. Yes. Warsalna ila Samud. And we sent to Samud, to Ad Samud. So Samud was their great grandfather. وَإِلَىٰ ثَمُودَ, and we sent to Ad Samud Akham, their brother Salih and Salih. Where he was sent? Valley of Hijr. Where? Valley of Hijr, very famous valley in between Tabuk and Medina. وَإِلَىٰ ثَمُودَ, and they were very skillful people, because the way they have made the castles inside the mountains, amazing. Amazing. Yes, the White House front, that is actually the copy of their castle front. They have not made it of cement or something like that. No, sculpture. Cut it the stone, the mountains like, not the stone, cut it the mountains like this. وَإِلَىٰ ثَمُودَ, and we sent to Samud Akham, their brother Salih. قَالَ يَا قَوْمِ, said, O my people, عُبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَحِدُوهُ, believe in the oneness of Allah and worship Him. مَا لَكُمْ مِنْ إِلَٰهٍ غَيْرُهُ. What we are there in Hujjatullah, that Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, أَنَّ أَصْلَ الدِّينِ وَاحِدْ وَالشَّرَائِعَ مُخْتَلِفَةٌ. That Asli Deen is one and the same from the time of Adam up to Muhammad alayhi salawat wa taslimat. Look, every one messenger, he said, so he said, U'budullaha ma lakum min ilahin ghayruh. U'budullaha ma lakum min ilahin ghayruh. U'budullaha ma lakum. That's the base of Deen. That's the base of Deen. In simple wording, say La ilaha illallah. So that's why Imam, he wrote a chapter that originally Deen is one and the same. Shariah and details are different. فَقَالَ يَا قَوْمِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مَا لَكُمْ. He said, O my people, Ubudullah, worship Allah alone. مَا لَكُمْ مِنْ إِلَٰهٍ, for you there is no deity to be worshipped غَيْرُهُ, except Him. قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ بَيِّنَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ, indeed there has come to you Bayyinatun, a clear-cut statement. What? What do you say? A clear-cut statement. قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ بَيِّنَةٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. Or another meaning, because of the qarina. قَدْ جَاءَتْكُمْ بَيِّنَةٌ مُعْجِزَةٌ ظَاهِرَةٌ. Bayyinatun means mu'jizatun zahiratun, that there has come to you a very great visible miracle. A very great visible miracle. Min rabbikum, from your Lord. Hazihi naqatullahi, that this is the she camel of Allah. So you ask me if I can bring out a pregnant she camel from this rock in front of you, which will deliver a baby and we will drink its milk, then we will believe in your message. So Salih alayhi salatu wasalam asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he said to his people that look at the rock. So the rock started shivering. It split and a pregnant she camel came out. After a while, it delivered a baby. And then Salih alayhi salatu wasalam told them, to gain something, you have to lose something. To gain something. You were asking for that. Now you have to lose something. They say what? They say that only one well the water is drinking water. That's not drinking water. So now one day you will use the water, and one day the whole well is devoted to this she camel. On that very day, you will be the whole nation. You will be drinking the milk of this she camel. So it was a hot weather, and that was the day when they drank the milk of she camel, and all of them became thirsty. But when they came to the well, so there was no water, because that was the day of the she camel. So they said, oh, this she camel, azab. Who can kill it to get rid of? Who can? So everybody was afraid of. Oh, this is not a normal she camel. This is a mu'jiza. If you will touch it, what will happen? So one Khamis guy, who was a short guy, a short guy, his name is Qaddar ibn Salif. Qaddar, Qaddar, ibn Salif, Saalif. Quran Kareem call him Ashqa. Is in Ba'asa? Ashqa, the utmost unlucky person. So he stood up and he said, Nabiluni as-sayf. Give me a sharp sword. I will get you rid of this she camel. So this Khabis, he went and he cut the legs of that she camel. Got it? So it fell down. Yes, in painful situation, it died. And the baby, it rushed to the same rock and entered to the rock, and the rock was patched up. Still, the rock is there. You will see a crack lying there in that rock. That's why you have got it.
It's not. I heard that the hadith says we shouldn't stay long in this area.
No, Hadith Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, don't stay at night there. Yes, let them be too. Don't, because at night, after that azab, still the rays are coming at night. The people are losing their brain or they are getting sick. Got it? So that's why Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said to the people that don't stay at night there. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was proceeding to Tabuk along with his army, so he said to Sahaba Ridwanullahi alayhim ajma'in that do not use any water there. Got it? I mentioned the last night before last night. So, Hazihi naqatullahi lakum, that this is the she camel of Allah for you, ayatan, mu'jizatan. For you, ayatan. So this ayatan, what do you say?
Yeah.
What is this? Nah. And so, hal. But then you will pose a question that hal must be a mushtaq. Hal must be what?
Mushtaq.
This is not Mushtaq, this is Jamid. Yeah. This is Jamid or Mushtaq?
This is Mushtaq.
No, not Mushtaq.
Jamid.
This is Jamid. So how it can be meaning wise is Mushtaq? Because this ayah is the meaning of Mu'jiza. Hala kawniha mu'jizatan. Hazihi naqatullahi. So that's why Ahmad Imran is looking at me that we are from this shaykh is saying thing. So I told you people that Allah is putting in my mind that yes, say it to your students. I am giving it to free, and then I give you after that the green tea as well. Yes. Hazihi naqatullahi. That this is the she camel of Allah, lakum for you people, ayatan, mu'jizatan, as a mu'jiza. So tamiz or hal. Fazaruha ta'kul fi ardillah. If tamiz or hal, so both must be mushtaq. Fazaruha utrukuha. So leave it. Fazaruha fatrukuha. So leave it ta'kul fi ardillah. To eat in the land of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wala tamassuha, and touch it not. Bisu'in, and touch it not with any harm. Wala tamassuha, and touch it not bisu'in, with any harm. Fayakhuzakum wa illa fayakhuzakum. Here is Allah muqaddar. Wa illa fayakhuzakum. And if not, and you will touch it with harm, فَيَأْخُذَكُمْ عَذَابٌ أَلِيمٌ, then a painful torment will seize you. وَذْكُرُوا إِذْ جَعَلَكُمْ, and remember, إِذْ جَعَلَكُمْ. So this is, what is that? Tali. وَذْكُرُوا إِذْ جَعَلَكُمْ. So is the meaning of because. This is not zarfi, this is talili. Wadhkuru is ja'alakum, and remember because he means Allah. Ja'alakum, he made you khulafa, successors, min ba'di adil, after ad, wa bawwa'akum fil ardi. Wa bawwa'akum fil ardi, and he gave you habitations in the land. تَتَّخِذُونَ مِنْ سُهُولِهَا قُصُورًا, you build from yourselves palaces, min suhuliha, in its plain, that you are making min suhuliha, in its plain area, qusuran, the palaces. وَتَنْحِتُونَ الْجِبَالَ, and you carve out, C-A-R-V-E, carving out. Look at me. When you are working on the mountain or on the stone and making things, that's called carving. And you carve out al-jibala, in the mountains, buyutan, the homes. So when you, and this sculpture, Ahmad, this sculpture is going from Hijr up to Petra. Very long area. From area of Hijr up to Petra. Where is Petra?
Jordan.
In Jordan, yes.
In Egypt, there is two temples.
Two temples. Yes. So anyhow, this carving of mountains and making houses inside the mountain. Yes. The stone, from the stone. Yes, carving the stones. And the way they have embroidered the pillars and embroidered the walls. Oh my God. You will be thinking that only this one pillar to carve out, yes, the stone and make it this beautiful pillar, it needs at least 10-15 people to work on it for 50 years. How they are making it? Got it? And for their gathering, they have made the theaters. Yes. In between, there is the flood channel. Here is mountain, here is mountain. This mountain, yes, they have made a stage. On stage, there are tens of big chairs made of stones. Yes, cover the mountain in chairs and embroidered. They like a throne, like what? Like throne design. And then on the other side of the mountains, That is the theater seating. Yes, like this. Got it? Hundreds of them. And yes, subhanAllah, what an engineering at that time. Without speaker and without sound system. If you speak there, the wire goes through away to these hundreds of chairs in lines. Because I tested it there in Petra. I tested it. وَتَنْحِتُونَ الْجِبَالَ بُيُوتًا وَتَنْحِتُونَ الْجِبَالَ. And there, automatically, you are thinking that, what a wise and skillful people they were. But when they denied your message, what you did to them, you made them an example. You made them an example. وَتَنْحِتُونَ الْجِبَالَ بُيُوتًا. And you carve out homes in mountains. فَاذْكُرُوا آلَاءَ اللَّهِ. So remember the graces of Allah. وَلَا تَعْثَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. تَعْثَوْا. Or Yusuf, what will be its mazi? عَصِيَّة. Yes, write it down. عَطِيَّة بكسر المثلثة. And that's in the meaning of fasad. وَلَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. لا تعصوا من لا تفسدوا. وَلَا تَعْصَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. وَلَا تُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. And spread not mischief and disorder on earth. حَالَ كَوْنِكُمْ مُفْسِدِينَ. حَالَ كَوْنِكُمْ مُفْسِدِينَ. So مُفْسِدِينَ. Or Yusuf, write down حَالٌ مُؤَكِّدَةٌ لِعَامِلِهَا. حَالٌ مؤكدة لعاملها. Because its عامل is لا تعثوا. Its عامل is what? لا تعثوا. In the meaning of تفسدوا. So spread not mischief and disorder while you are spreading mischief and disorder. That's the key. It means that your nature is this. It means sometimes mischief happens or disorder, but the guy, he is not of that nature, but something happened. But there are people who are looking for mischief and disorder. Yeah, this is a crime. Accidentally, if some facade happened, if some facade happened, for example, some guy, he was driving a car in Palisade. Yes, and it sparkled. Yes, and the fire got lit. And houses, that is a mischief and disorder because lot of destruction. Got it? But the guy is not to be charged as a criminal. That's not criminal charge. Got it? That was accidental. But if somebody will lit fire there, that is ta'assaw of the Muslim. That's a federal crime. This Quran said. Look, Quran said this is a federal crime. Ahmad Imran, Quran said that is what? Yes. وَلَا تَعْصَوْا فِي الْأَرْضِ مُفْسِدِينَ. قَالَ الْمَلَأُ. Mala is a big azab. Yes, Ashraful Qawm wa Ru'asa'u. قَالَ الْمَلَأُ. So the elites الَّذِينَ those اسْتَكْبَرُوا مِنْ قَوْمِهِ. اسْتَكْبَرُوا مِنْ قَوْمِهِ. اسْتَعْظَمُوا أَنفُسَهُم. اسْتَكْبَرُوا mean استعظموا أنفسهم, who thought of themselves big shot. Because this is azab. Sometimes there are big shots, but they are not thinking like this. They are very down to earth. They are very down to earth. So there is no fear from them. But sometimes there are people who are not big shots, but they are thinking of themselves. That we are big, this is a big azab. Got it? Doctor said philosophy should be played with them. You know Doctor said philosophy?
I found out.
Yeah, okay. قال الملأ الذين استكبروا من قومه. So the elites are the big shots. الذين, those استكبروا استعظموا أنفسهم, who thought of themselves very high. من قومه, from his people. للذين استضعفوا, they said to whom? للذين, to those استضعفوا, who were oppressed by them. للذين استضعفوا, to those who were oppressed by them. And that's what Karl Marx said. Look at me. Karl Marx? Who is Karl Marx? Say. You don't know Karl Marx? Nobody knows him. Inna lillahi wa inna. Where are you living? In this world or somewhere else? You came from another planet? Karl Marx, the prophet of communism, the messenger of communism, the founder of communism. Got it? He said that, what is history? So he said that history is nothing but a tussle between oppressed and oppressors. He was a philosopher. So he said that, what is history? What? A tussle continuously going on between
Oppressed and oppressors.
oppressed and oppressors. Quran Kareem says, "Istakbaru and istud'ifu." This is human nature. This tussle is going on in human history. Oppressors and oppressed. Yes? In economics, we call them have and have-nots. We call them what? You are sleeping, all of you, or what? Huh? In economics, have and have-nots. Those who are controlling the resources and those who are hand to mouth. The first one is have, the second one is have-nots. So Quran is calling them mustakbir and mustazaf. The have is mustakbir and the have-not is mustazaf. Got it? قال الملأ الذين استكبروا من قومه. So the elites, those who thought of themselves very great or very big or very high, من قومه, from his people. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى أن رآه استغنى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, when human is becoming shaitan, when the human is spreading mischief and disorder, Allah says, yes, kalla, in the meaning of haqqa. This is true. Inna al-insana la yatgha. That this is human who transgresses the boundaries. This human who transgresses the boundary. But when ar-ra'ahu istaghna, the moment he thought of himself, I don't need anybody, I'm self-sufficient. The moment it come into his mind, so it means that khannas is sitting in his brain. And he is a shaitan. He will never give any good to the community. Unfortunately, what should be done? The Muslims, they do not know their own book. Yes? Yes. Otherwise, Allah says only one sentence, He gives you a big bunch of knowledge. Inna al-insana la yatgha ar-ra'ahu istaghna. That human is becoming a mufsid, spreading disorder and mischief and destroying the world. The moment he thinks of himself that I'm self-sufficient, I don't need anybody. Got it? Like as we say, who cares? He doesn't care about anybody. So Allah says that is shaitan. He is a threat to humanity. He is a threat to humanity. And Quran is calling him mustakbir. What? Mustakbir. قال الملأ الذين استكبروا من قومه. So the elites, الذين, those استكبروا. What you wrote to istakbaru, what do you say? استعظموا أنفسهم, who thought of themselves very high. من قومه, from his people. للذين استضعفوا, to those who had been oppressed, to the downtrodden. A specific word is called? In economics, downtrodden. Downtrodden are those who do not have sources. They are hand to mouth. لمن آمن منهم, from downtrodden to those آمن منهم, who believed from amongst them. So these big shots were saying to the obvious people, Ata'lamuna, do you know? Anna Salihan Mursalum mir Rabbi, that Salih has been sent from his Lord. Do you believe and do you know that he's a messenger? That's why you believed in him. Ata'lamuna, do you know? Anna Salihan, that Salih Mursalun has been sent mir Rabbi from his Lord. So they said yes. They said yes, that's why we believed in him. So the big shot said, and the downtrodden said, Qalu, so they said, Inna bima ursila bi mu'minun, indeed, we in what he has been sent with, we believe in that. Qala allazina istakbaru, so the big shots who thought of themselves very high, they said, Inna billazi amantum bihi, we upon that concept you believed in kafirun, we disbelieve it. We are disbelievers. فَعَقَرُوا النَّاقَةَ فَعَقَرُوا النَّاقَةَ عُقر ضربوا قوائمها. عقروا معنى ضربوا قوائمها. ضربوا. What is قوائم? Legs. فَعَقَرُوا النَّاقَةَ, so they cutted its legs. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to Sayyidina Ali radiyallahu ta'ala an, Ashqal awwalina aqiru naqati salih. Ashqal awwalina aqiru naqati salih wa ashqal akhirina qatiluka ya Ali. The utmost unlucky person in previous ummahs was Saddar ibn Salih, the one who killed that she camel. And the utmost unlucky in my ummah will be the one who will kill you, Ali. Got it. So who killed Sayyidina Ali? This is not the answer. Masood, you are Buddha said, you are not a common layman that you will answer like this. Abdurrahman ibn Muljim, his name is Abdurrahman ibn Muljim, he was a Khariji. فَعَقَرُوا النَّاقَةَ, so they killed or they hit the legs of that she camel. وَعَتَوْا عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِمْ وَعَصَوْا عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِمْ. عَتَوْا in the meaning of? What do you say? عَصَوْا. وَعَتَوْا عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِمْ وَعَصَوْا عَنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّهِمْ, and they defied the commandment of their Lord. وَقَالُوا, and look, this is utmost behaya, one who does not have haya. In Urdu, we call him deet. That somebody is doing something which is against decency, but he does not feel ashamed of what he is. So we call him deet. So they were such like deet people. Waqalu, and they said, Ya Salih, O Salih, Edina bima ta'iduna, bring to us that azab you are threatening us with. We did it. We killed it. You were threatening us. So bring that. El kunta min al mursaleen, if you are one of the messengers. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, yes. فَأَخَذَتْهُمُ الرَّجْفَةُ, so the earthquake seized them. Salih alayhi salatu wasalam told them that Jibreel came to me and he told me that tomorrow you will turn red. Day after tomorrow you will turn black. And the next day you will turn to yellow and pale color, and that will be the end of story. So the very first day, early in the morning, when they were looking to one another, all of them, they were red. And he told us an earthquake will destroy you. So they say, okay, let's go inside our carved out houses inside the mountain to protect ourselves. Because earthquake will not destroy the mountains. That was the strategy. It will not destroy the mountain, so we will be safe. In Hadith, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, even though Allah can destroy with a word of kul, the whole world, what about a mountain? But as that was their strategy, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, no, I had already decreed that in the open space I will destroy them. So the earthquake came and it was hitting their head with the walls inside. So they ran out. And when they ran out, and all of them were gone. That's the thing. खुदा की अमल कई लोग ऐसे ही अमल कई. فَأَخَذَتْهُمُ الرَّجْفَةُ, so the earthquake seized them. فَأَصْبَحُوا فِي دَارِهِمْ جَاثِمِينَ, and they became in their homes جَاثِمِينَ, باركين ميتين باركين على الركب. ميتين. Yusuf?
Yes.
باركين على الركب. Because that earthquake sound was that hard and harsh that it caused them heart pain. The compact, the sound compact, and as you know that if somebody has heart problem, so he's not going on his back, he's coming on his face. So they threw themselves to the ground. They threw. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that فَأَصْبَحُوا فِي دِيَارِهِمْ جَاثِمِينَ. Yes. فَأَصْبَحُوا, so they became فِي دَارِهِمْ, in their homes, جَاثِمِينَ, dead, بَارِكِينَ عَلَى الرُّكَبِ, and falling down on their knees. Falling down on their knees because they're pain. Look at me. Look at me. So when the earthquake sound and compact caused them the pain, so they said, and in the same situation, Allah described them, one of them. Yes, how he picturized barikin, mayyitina barikin ala rukab. Fatawalla anhum. So Salih alayhi salatu wasalam turned from them. Waqala, and he said, Ya qawmi, O my people, laqad ablaghtukum risalat rabbi, I have intended to convey to you the message of my Lord. Wa nasahtu lakum, and I have given you a sincere advice. Walakin la tuhibbuna an-nasihin. Walakin la tuhibbuna an-nasihin, but you do not like the good advisors. Walutan wazkur lutan. Walutan, and remember Lut alayhi salam. Is qala liqawmihi, when he said to his people, Atatuna al-fahishata, then do you come al-fahishata to this fahisha, al-liwatatu was-sihaqa. Al-liwatatu, Yusuf,
Yes.
al-liwatatu
was
was-sihaqa. Got it? Homosexuality. But when that is between male and male, that's called al-liwata. And between female and female, that's called as-sihaqa. Walutan wazkur lutan, and remember Lut, visqala liqawmi, when he said to his people, Atatuna al-fahishata, do you come to this fahisha? Fahisha means a dirty sexual relation. Atatuna al-fahishata, do you come to this fahisha? Ma sabaqakum biha min ahadim min al-alamin, such as none preceding you has committed from the mankind and jinns. And even Ibn Abbas says that before the people of Lut, even the animals were not doing that, male to male or female to female. After that, because human act affects the whole world. Human act affect the whole world. After that, the pigs, they started. Atatuna al-fahishata ma sabaqakum biha min ahadin min al-alamin. So what was that fahisha? Because fahisha is said in Quran for illegitimate sexual relations. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he explained it. إِنَّكُمْ لَتَأْتُونَ الرِّجَالَ. Verily you are coming to men shahwatan, by way of fulfilling your desires. Min dunil nisa'i, instead of woman. Bal antum qawm musrifuna. But you are qawmun, a people, musrifuna, mutajawizuna min al-halal ila al-haram. You are people leaving halal and going to haram. وَمَا كَانَ جَوَابَ قَوْمِهِ. وَمَا كَانَ جَوَابَ قَوْمِهِ. And the answer of his people, or reaction of his people to Lut, when he was stopping them from this business, فَمَا كَانَ جَوَابَ قَوْمِهِ. So the reaction of his people was not إِلَّا قَالُوا, but only this they said, أَخْرِجُوهُمْ مِنْ قَرْيَتِكُمْ. They turned them out of your town. Lut, along with his family and along with his follower, turn them out of your town. أخرجوا آل لوط من قريتكم. They turn out. أخرجوهم من قريتكم. Turn them out of your town. إنهم أناس. إنهم أناس يتطهرون. Verily they are people. تفضل, that is for claim. تفضل is for what? For claim. إنهم أناس, that they are people يتطهرون, claiming purity. They were making a fun of them. That is Pakistan. They are very pure people. Turn them out. We don't need such, like, they are too good for us. They are
Two.
too good for us. Yes. إِنَّهُمْ أُنَاسٌ يَتَطَهَّرُونَ. Verily they are people claiming purity for themselves. وَأَنْجَيْنَاهُ. So we saved him, وَآلَهُ, and his family, إِلَّا امْرَأَتَهُ, except his wife. كَانَتْ مِنَ الْغَابِرِينَ. كَانَتْ مِنَ الْغَابِرِينَ. She was of those who remained behind in the torment, because she was not a good lady as well. She was not a good lady. She was a spy of the people. وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مَطَرًا. And we rained down on them mataran. Mataran ajiban wa ghariba. Mataran ajiban wa ghariba. And we rained on them a unique type of rain. Meteor shower. Meteor shower. From Valley of Lot, that's a big area. You will go up to Qadisiyah. You visited that area, Ahmad? I will take you. Yes. So the whole area is full of black stones. No, in the Dead Sea, you saw the black stones. Yes, but they'll go up to Qadisiyah. This whole area was of Lut, alayhi salatu wasalam. Black stone, like a burnt charcoal. Like a burnt charcoal. Because in another ayah, in Ankabut or in Surah Rum, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, تَرَكْنَا فِيهَا آيَةً بَيِّنَةً لِقَوْمٍ يَعْقِلُونَ. That we have left there behind them a very visible sign for people who will reflect and who will think. So Sahaba asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that what is that visible sign, Ya Rasulullah? Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Bahrul Mayyit. Number one, the Dead Sea. Number one, the Dead Sea. You can sleep on its water, it will not drown you. It will not drown you. Why? Huh? The density, yes. The water density, yes. It makes the water more heavy than your body. Got it? Your body is not more heavy than the volume of that water. Your body is occupying that. But that water is heavy. That's why you are not. People are, yes, sleeping there on the water. Yes, having this air pillow. Yes, air pillow, yes, on the water. And they are sleeping and they are studying. Yes, and the water is taking them here and there. Yes. Got it? Al-Bahrul Mayyit, the Dead Sea. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam never visited that area, but he told them based on Wahi, Al-Bahrul Mayyit, the Dead Sea, how it became into existence. Because when Jibreel lifted them up and threw them down upside down. So all the salts and the minerals, that was salt in the water. That was salt in the water. And America did excavation there. So they found hundreds of thousands of bodies there, like you throw a stone in the mud and it gets stuck in there. Got it? All the bodies were stuck like this. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, فَجَعَلْنَا عَالِيَهَا سَافِلَهَا. عَالِيَا سَافِلَهَا means upside down. What? And Allah says, not only that, وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِ حِجَارَةً مِّن سِجِّيلٍ. Because if somebody is too angry to his enemy, so for him to kill him, that is not enough. Then he amputated his. So Allah was that angry with those Khabis people that he said that I threw them upside down and then I sent a meteor shower on them. So all over Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and the black stones in that area. And number 3, وَإِنَّ أَرْضَهُمْ لَا تُنْبِتُ مَاءً عَذْبًا وَلَا تُخْرِجُ خَضْرًا. That area does not give any drinking water. Underground water, that's not for drink. And وَلَا تُنْبِتُ خَضْرًا. That area does not sprout any greenery. Because everywhere there are only stones. Yes, now in between the road, freeway, which is going from Amman towards Qadisiyah. Towards Qadisiyah. So there, in between Iraq and Jordan, the last city of Jordan is called Ruwayshid. What? Ruwayshid. When you cross over the boundary, so the first city of Iraq is called Qadisiyah. The first city of Iraq is called? Where the famous battle in the time of Umar took place. Ghazwa al-Qadisiyah. Al-Qadisiyah under the leadership of whom? Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Who was his vice chief? Salman al-Farisi radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. So Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas, he was the leading general and Salman al-Farisi was his vice. Got it? Area is conquered by Sa'ad ibn Abi Waqqas and Salman al-Farisi. Ghazwatul Qadisiyah, the famous Ghazwa in the time of Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu anhu. فَأَنْجَيْنَاهُ وَأَهْلَهُ. So we saved him and his family. إِلَّا امْرَأَتَهُ, except his wife. كَانَتْ مِنَ الْغَابِرِينَ. She was of those who remained behind. وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مَطَرًا, and we rained down on them a strange rain. This tanween is for tankir. Tanween is for what? For tankir. Unique type of rain Allah said we sent on them. وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مَطَرًا. So stone rain is called in scientific term what? Meteor shower. وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مَطَرًا فَانْظُرْ كَيْفَ. So even the scientists, yes, the atheist scientists, they say that this area is hit by meteor shower. Quran says وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مَطَرًا. And another ayah Allah says وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ حِجَارَةً min sijil. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says we stoned them from the heaven. وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ مَطَرًا فَانْظُرْ. So see كَيْفَ كَانَ عَاقِبَةُ الْمُجْرِمِينَ, that how was the ultimate end of the criminal people. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma rasulih Muhammadin wa ala ashabihi ajma'in. اللهم ربنا اصلح لنا شأننا كله ولا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة عين. اللهم ربنا يسر لنا كل عسير وسهل علينا كل صعب. اللهم ربنا أعنا ولا تهنا وآثرنا ولا تؤثر علينا. اللهم ربنا اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا هداة مهديين دعاة لنسبك حكمة الدين. وصلى الله عليه وسلم. So for tonight, that's it.